It's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NBA action headed to the East where the Celtics are hosting the Raptors. We've got a promo code. The code is LOVE for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. Celtics home favorites here, -4.5. The total is 222.5. The Celtics 12-11 on the year, both straight up and against the number. Meanwhile, the Raptors are 11-13, 10-14 against the spread. We've got Sean Higgs here to break this one all down for us. Sean, who do you like, or what's the play?
Yeah, you mentioned the Raptors record. How about starting out 2-10? So obviously turning things around here, starting to gel. What have they won? 4 of the last 5. They're actually playing tonight. So this is a 6-game of road trip. They're going to be coming into a back-to-back situation here against the Celtics, who finished up a 5-game road trip. Not good. Got kind of beat up there out in Utah. I had the Celtics in that game. And Kemba Walker's been absolutely brutal. 6 of his last 32 from the floor. At one point, he missed 17 straight shots before he hit 17 straight 2-point shots, I should say, as I was reading a little bit of the riot act that Brad Stevens was throwing out there against the team the way they've been playing. So you know what? Listen, Celtics are home. You're off a bad game. Some of your starters haven't been playing that well. Your star players here. It's tough because, listen, Toronto's really come together lately. I don't want to really jump on a team like the Celtics who are playing bad, but I think this is a get-right game for them. They're home. You're catching the Raptors off a back-to-back. I'll be the first to say, the video I did with, I think, Ali, I was like, Jazz in a back-to-back, laying almost double digits here. But again, NBA this year has been tricky for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't sit here and blow smoke up your butt to say it's been excellent. But in this spot, I got to take the Celtics here at home. Get right. They're off the road trip playing bad. The Stars, come on. You're getting paid the big bucks. Get it done here at home. You got a Raptors team maybe tired of finishing out a road trip. So take care of business against the enemy here, conference foe.
Yeah, I think this is a much easier spot for Boston, not only at home, but also playing a much bigger step down in competition. Coming off games against the Suns and the Jazz, both teams that are really solid at rebounding, and that's one of the Celtics' weaknesses. They rank 23rd in the league, but good for them. Toronto is 29th in the league, so maybe they'll have a bit of an advantage on the board, something that they definitely did not have against Utah. And just in general, I think that's a tough matchup against a Utah team that has just been incredible against the spread. And just in general, one of the deepest teams in basketball, defense, 3-point shooting, rebounding. So I think when you're coming off 3 really tough opponents, Clippers, Suns, Jazz, yeah, I think Toronto should be a little bit easier for the Celtics here. And yeah, maybe Kemba Walker gets it together because he has been playing really poorly, which is a little disappointing because you would think that he's one of, the savvy veterans on that team that would pull it together. They do have a lot of scorers, Marcus Smart's still out. However, I think he's questionable for this one. Yeah, he's still out with a calf strain. So that kind of stinks that they have their best defender still out. But once again, this is a step down in competition with the Raptors. Looking at a total of 222.5. Any leanings there?
I'd lean under because the Celtics just have been a gang that can't shoot straight. Granted against tough competition, but if you're just throwing up bricks against everybody, what's to say they're just going to start falling here? There's a short number at home. You're the better team talent-wise here, but I'm going to lean under. I'd lean on under that 222. Are both these teams getting up to 110? I'm going to say under.
Yeah, it's been kind of a tough call for some of these totals on the Celtics just because at some point, it looks like they're playing really solid defensively. And then another night, they'll give up 122. But granted, that's to a Jazz team that is really dynamic, as I've gone on and on about them. But yeah, I think totals are a little tougher for me to play on this one. But I do think the Celtics are a nice play here at home. That's going to do it for our NBA talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Sean Higgs. As always, Sean, thanks for joining us.